Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2 and we want to share about product and brand strategy. Capabilities network and platform. Capabilities and network. The company's core capabilities and those that it can develop or acquire beyond that it can accomplish. However, a broader view brings in the notion of distinctive capabilities. This is broader than technical or operation competence. These broader capabilities include an organization's architecture, and this embraces the network of relationship within or around the firms. The relationship might cover customer, supplier, distributor, or other firms engaged in related activities. This leads to the perspective that product development and the competitive rivalry of which it is usually a part can sometimes be better understood as undertaken by network partnership and alliance rather than by individual isolated producer. In some high technology industry, a horizontal alliance of competitors for research and development of a technology. The example of horizontal alliance of competitor is like Kodak, Fujifilm, Minolta, Nikon, and Canon were allied in the development of the advanced photo system. And next is product platform. The the basic idea was to differentiate all the components visible to the customer use at the same time, sharing component and product process across product models. Some 20 years later, however, the application of the product platform concept is causing concern for many industry analysts who believe the search for commonality has gone too far at the expense of brand distinctiveness. The illustration in figure 13.1 show how the product platform operate across a wide variety of model or brand with different strategy and significant price gaps between the model or brand. According to Mufato and Profedo and Mohr et al., the benefit gained through using product platform are first is reduce cost and production, second share components between models, third reduce R&D lead times, and then reduce system complexity. The next is better learning across project, and the last is improve our ability to update product. When use films and model, there are many challenges present. In practice, it is difficult to achieve optimum or best solution. Inevitably, compromises are so between engineers and designers from the different brand, resulting in decisions that are not in the interest of either brand. Moreover, with internal firm product platform, some of the sought-after gain, such as share component between model and reduce complexity, were, were not achievable because of the contents of the factory sequence or architectural structure of the brain.
So here I want to explain about product planning and also product strategy. Let me start with what is product planning itself. Product planning is the process of creating a product idea and following through on it until the process is introduced to the market. The product planning process takes a place before substantial resources are applied a project. Product planning considers the various projects that a company might pursue and over what time frame. The planning process should be able to answer questions such as what product development projects will be undertaken, and the second is what is the mix of the project portfolio. Maybe it is unsustainable new products or platform products or maybe derivative products. So we have to make sure what project portfolio we will use. And the last is we have to think about when is the right time to do this product planning and what is the sequence of the plans. With those all of questions, companies have a balanced set of capabilities with will enable them to match market opportunities by developing attractive market offering, which the customer consider to convey valuable benefits. The main determinant of success is how good they achieve this when compared to another competitors. Product plans are updated regularly to reflect the changing competitive environment. When considering product development opportunities, they are usually classified as four types. The first is new product platforms. It involves a large development effort to create new product families based on new and common platforms. And the second is derivative of existing platforms. This type of project builds on an existing platform from usually to make sure existing products are updated, and it will deliver those with an edge over the competition or ensuring they can compete with other competitors. The third is instrumental upgrades for existing products. It may only involve add or modify existing product features to keep the product line up to date and competitive. And the last is fundamentally new product, or maybe we usually call it an unsustainable product. These projects involve a different product or production technology, and it can help to bring the company into that new and foreign markets. Okay, so the next is product strategy. As a manager, we have to emphasize strategy when developing new products and consider the sustainability of their project with this strategy. Therefore, the product strategy is divided into two, namely competitive strategy and also product portfolios. For competitive strategy, if there is a new products, they are not needed just because they are new products. They are required because they serve a customer need and an organization need. The organization strategy and there might be comments about striving to lead in the technology or maybe the key innovator in its mission statement. However, competitive strategy might drive new product planning on a shorter term and also longer run. In a shorter term, a defensive posture may suggest that product variants are needed to shore up a declining market share, which is perhaps attributed to a competitor's aggressive new products activities. And in the longer run, competitive strategy may seek a more profound contribution from new products, and this strategy may look for new products categories to be developed within the same or a related technology or in a new technology area. These new products may appeal to the organization's traditional customer base or maybe seek a new customer segment. And the second strategy is product portfolios. This approach was initiated by the stock growth metric or Poisson metric, which uses market share and market growth as a dimension used to plot product positioning. And the advantage of product portfolio is to provide a strategies with an overview that can reveal current or potentially problem or opportunity in product strategy. This portfolio approach can also be applied to product groups and also also can be applied in a platform on which they are built. In a process of taking a broader portfolio view, draws attention to problems with deeper analysis that become significant. Identification of this problem can be critical and more creative than other product strategy.
So I will explain about the competitive environment. What is the competitive environment? A competitive environment is the dynamic external system in which a business competes and in function. The more sellers of similar product or service, the more competitive the environment in which you compete. For the example, like fast food restaurant like McDonald's and any else, there are so many choose, and because there are so many choose, competition is so high. How's the organization sees to be the aspect of its environment carrying the most stress? So actually, these 3 points will help you to go into the environment. So we know from the previous slide that it's hard to us to join the environment because there are so many, any other product trying to compete our product. So these 3 points will help you. The first one, estimates will be needed about the way the technology will change, and this could be hard. It could involve some brainstorming with the organization, and it could seek various forms of external advice from government agency, research centers, consultant, and university. Another area of concern could be how any regulatory framework may evolve, and this could include the extent to which it would limit activities in the future or open new possibilities. And the last one is customer needs may be a further area in which to speculate. Will they become more demanding and require better materials and better performance in the products they use? Or will they perceive some emerging technology as a substitute? Will they have new kinds of needs and will there be new kind of customer? So if you want to make a new product and you want to join the environment, you should analyze your product with these 3 points. Okay, move into differentiation and position. Differentiation is the definition of differentiation. The product differentiation sought by competitors could be based upon cost, with a value for money proposition, or it could be based upon superior quality, which might encompass better materials, better performance, new features, uncommon availability, or better service. So these aspects like better materials, better performance, new features, that's what is the differentiation about. The customer will compare the product with this aspect: better materials, better performance, new features, uncommon availability, or better service. There are four levels on which products can be considered. It's based on Levitt, 1986. It's already in the book, in short book. So the first one, the core product. The core product comprises the essential basic needed to compete in the product market, like a car needs wheels, transmission, engine, and rudimentary chassis, or maybe phone with the material, the, the inside, the Android or something. And the second one, the expected product adds in what customer have become accustomed to as normal in the product market. For a car, this will be a reasonably comfortable interior and range of accessories. Or maybe if it's phone, it should be the speed, the design, and any else. And three, the augmented product offers features, service, or benefits that go beyond normal expectation. Maybe a car that has good speed, a car that has so comfortable. And the last one, the fourth, the potential product will be include all the features and service that could be envisaged as beneficial to customer. So the product have potential to give a benefit to the customer. An interesting implication of this categorization is that can demonstrate the position is dynamic because customer expectation change. So I think if you consider it with this four level, the customer maybe can buy your product. Product positioning. Product positioning is a form of market that presents the benefit of your product to a particular target audience. Through market research and focus groups, marketers can determine which audience to target based on favorable response to the product. So you have to do a research to your customer, so you will get the response to the product that you get. Maybe you can promote your product to media social or any else. Next, this is the, what shall I say, the picture of the strategy of product planning process. So the first step, you have to research with technology activities, and then from the research, you will get two. For the example, two platform A and B. It could be more A, B, C, but in this picture it's only two. And then from platform A and B, you choose which has the big potential, and then we choose B. And then after B, we found that we got three product, B1, B2, B3, and from these three, we analyze again which product that has more potential to the market, and then we find its B2, and then we move it to the external market, and this external market you sell the product. That's it. Okay. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to be explaining brand strategy and brand extension. So in brand extension, we have research which includes business objectives,
stakeholder analysis, and market analysis. For strategy, we have refining the focus, brand promise, positioning strategy, naming, and brand brief. On design, we have tagline, color, typography, and logo type. So I'm going to be explaining each of the section we have. So on research, we have business objective. On business objective is you're you're kind of uh, uh, you're kind of marking what is your business goal or what's the most important to you and how do you approach that goal. On stakeholder analysis, we have a stakeholder analysis is um, it's like a process of assessing a system and potential changes to it. So as they relate to relevant and interested parties, this information is used to assess how the interest of those stakeholders should be addressed in a project plan, policy, program, or other action. Next, we have market analysis. So market analysis is a quantitative and qualitative assessment of a market. Uh, it looks into the size of the market, both in value and volume. So it focuses on uh, the buying pattern or the competition we have, and also the economic environment in terms of barriers to entry or in regulation. So next, on strategy. On strategy, uh, things like brand promise. It's like uh, it's a value or experience customers get when interacting with our brand, and what they can expect to receive every single time they interact with us. Uh, the more the company can deliver, the stronger the brand is, and no, the stronger the brand value in the mind of the customer. So it's like they trust us, and we give them what they need and uh, that kind of experience, so they could trust us 100%. So other than brand promise is like um, naming. I think naming is an underrated thing. Not thing. It's an underrated approach. Uh, People kind of reject the mindset of having um, a catchy name and a memorable name. So yeah, for me, sometimes people go to places they can't remember. They can't go back because they don't remember that place. And naming is sort of, like I say, it's an underrated approach to business strategy or brand strategy. Other than naming, I think brand brief is also important. Brand brief is like a picture, a big picture with an overview of what your brand is and not, of your brand is and what your brand is not. Uh, it's like you're outlining your brand's objectives and goals Uh, uh, yeah, that's it. It's like uh, you're making uh, you're deciding which thing is your priority and which thing is second. You on design, design. I think a good tagline would be, for example, Nike has "Just Do It." It's a simple but a really catchy. People do remember it a lot. When I ask people, do you know the tagline "Just Do It"? Yeah, it's from Nike. Color, mm, color. I think being different is really a thing. When other brand uses simple and overly used color, as I say, we can use the color, certain color which other brands are afraid to use and make it unique in our own way. Uh, yeah, and next we have a product, oh sorry, brand extension. Uh, what it, what is a brand extension? Brand extension involves using the name of existing brand to introduce new product or category. So a brand extension is a similar product of a certain brand in a different form or having a different benefit or attribute. Um, yeah. So, like I said, brand extension is a popular branding strategy to enter in the new product category. Brand extension strategy is advantageous because it reduces the cost of new product introduction and enhance the probability of new products. So for brand extension, I can think of um, the Nike Jordan, the shoe, the sneaker. Everyone knows Jordan. So Nike, I think the brand extension strategy they had is um, they they don't release new stuff. No, other things. So Jordan has a lot of franchises like Jordan 1, 2, 3, 4. I think now they have 24 Jordan. Each has different uh, color designs. So releasing a new product costs a lot of money, and you don't know what to expect people to love it or hate it. But with brand extension, if you know your product is successful, like the Jordan ones is very successful, they just continue the franchise to two, three, four, five, and they keep that successful title to themselves. Yeah, it works. Like it works, and it doesn't cost as much money as releasing a new product. So this is just a graph on what brand on what the brand extension is. Um, so we have product, then goes to brand, then brand equity, then brand positioning, brand development, and if it's successful, you go to brand extension, name selection, sponsorship, advertisement, and after that, it all depends on the people. If it's successful, it is. If it's failure, it is what it is. And yeah, I think that's all I can explain. Thank you for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. At this point, I will present a point called market entry. The market entry is a planned distribution and delivery method of goods or service to a new. Is a planned distribution and delivery method of the goods or service to a new target market. In the import and export of service, it refers to the creation, establishment, and management of contracts in foreign country. And then there are three factors that can be explored in this section. The first is entry timing, and the second is the positioning decisions, and the last one then scale of entry. In the first part factor, namely entry timing, it is assumed the early entry is desirable and there is evidence that pioneers accrue first mover advantage. And in the second part, which is positioning decisions, the section is influential and the digital camera industry, such as Kodak Timor, is crowded with the companies such as Fuji, Canon, Olympus, Hewlett-Packard, Nikon, Minolta. Sony is the market leader in the terms of market share, but competition first because of the cell phone. Then in the last section, namely scale of entry, product performance, and emerging market EA. High level of efforts and resource commitment can stimulate market evaluation, an important factor in this market exposure. Okay, the next point is launch and continuing improvement. Is the process of making small incremental changes to improve efficiency. This does not involve drastic overhauls, but rather involves fixating on the small details that give your company a competitive edge. From a business point of view, innovation will not succeed until it has determined its place in the market. It depends on how it is launched, its acceptance by customer, and the continuous attention paid to their improvement. Product and growing market science launch divided into three areas, namely, the first is product platform evolution and brand extensions. Then the second point is market evolution, and then competitive evolution. Okay.
Withdrawing product, the process of recalling product that have been distribution to consumer due to hazard of incompatibility with product that can get consumer hurt. First indicator that consideration should be give the withdrawing product prior to the duration. Careful assessment will be made of duration for the poor performers, of the possible future trend, and of the cost and benefit of continuing of driving. And management match product. As crown loss and the level of competition invest 5. Profit margin will come under percent. Product and brand management will need to make decisions on the medium and long-term feature of the brand. There are 4 steps to the maturation stage of the traditional product life cycle. Number 1, later crown. Number 2, early maturation. Number 3, mid maturation. Number 4, later maturation. And the argument that firms need to be able to recognize the early of late crown usually curtailed by low price.